What's up, Fit Fam? Today I'm going to be discussing the three actions that I've personally noticed in my own life that have drastically limited my ability to improve my self confidence. Now, as a fitness professional in the industry for the last 5 years, I've consistently seen other coaches and mentors put out material on how to improve your nutrition, how to improve your sleep, how to improve your workouts. And while all of these things are extremely crucial to finding your success, if you don't have the mental component to your game, you're most likely going to fail. Our mental side of our health is a very, very complex matter, which is why I personally have decided to study psychology in my college classes. Now, one of the factors that is going to influence your ability to continue working out is how confident you are doing these workouts. Now, this also is going to relate to other areas of your life when it comes to job advancement, school, relationships, etc. Having self confidence is going to be one of the biggest difference makers that you can work on to continue to see results in the long run. Now, for our first hindrance of self confidence, that is blaming yourself for others' actions. And what I mean by this is growing up and even up until recently, anytime I would have a weird interaction with a friend, a significant other, a client, I would always blame myself for that weird interaction. I could, a relationship would fail, a friendship would fail. I'd feel uncomfortable, I'd feel off, and I would think, okay, things are falling apart because there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me internally. Now, the more studying I've done, the more experience I've had out in the real world, the more I've come to realize that it's not always about you. Yes, I do believe you should keep an open, reflective mind and always look for ways to improve yourself, which is hopefully why we're all here on this video today. But you also have to recognize that other people in the world have a bunch of crap going on in their lives as well too. And sometimes that crap prevents them from treating you the way you deserve to be treated. So next time you go into an interaction and it doesn't quite go the way that you want it to, before you launch into a day's worth of beating yourself up, replaying every moment in your head, take a step back and truly, truly examine whether or not you were at fault in this situation. And you'll find out a lot of times that it's just other people dealing with crap that they've got going on in their own lives, and that's completely okay. But you have to recognize that. And you have to recognize that it is not you, because the more you blame yourself for stuff that you did not cause, the worse you're going to feel about yourself. Which takes us to point number 2, and that is not recognizing or rewarding yourself for the hard work that you have completed. A lot of times we continually grind, 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 and especially if we're stuck in this mentality that there's something wrong with us, then we never fully recognize everything that we have done on the positive side of our lives. So the way that I would recommend going about remedying this is taking a journaling practice once a week, sitting down with yourself and just congratulating yourself for all the amazing things that you've done. If you don't reward the positive actions that you're taking in your life, you're never going to feel very good about them. And if you don't feel good about them, you're less likely to repeat them. It's kind of like work incentives. If you go above and beyond at work, your boss recognizes you, gives you a pat on the back, and you feel great. It feels nice to be recognized. It feels nice to be rewarded. And that good feeling is going to be what incentivizes you to continue those behaviors. A lot of times we have to do that for ourselves, because a lot of times in our work environments, in our relationships, in our friendships, again, people have their own crap going on. They don't have the energy, they don't have the awareness to recognize the work and effort that you are putting in. So take the responsibility upon yourself. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling beat up, give yourself a pat on the back, recognize the things that you've done right, and reinforce those behaviors. Now, for our third and final action that is sabotaging your self-confidence, is going to be incorrect comparisons. In today's world of social media, you are constantly bombarded of people achieving, not all of them are, but everyone likes to put on their best face on Instagram, achieving extraordinary things, right? You log on, you see your best friends just bought a new house, or your ex has moved on to someone that's more attractive, or your family member's taking an extravagant vacation. And all this does is consistently make you feel like you're missing out or that you haven't achieved anything, right? You could have a phenomenal life and log on and see a picture of somebody else doing something and forget all of the grateful things or all the things in your life that you should be grateful for. Now, two primary things with this. One, you have to learn how to be happy for others, but if your confidence is in the dumps, let's face it, that's never going to be a realistic thing. All right, you have to get your confidence up. You have to feel better about yourself in order to start treating others with the respect and kindness that they deserve as well. And the way that you do this, because comparisons are a beneficial thing in life, it is impossible to go throughout life without comparisons. But the comparisons that you should focus on is you versus the old you. You should be able to compare yourself now to you 6 months ago, and you should be able to reward and congratulate yourself for the progress that you've made. Sure, somebody your age just bought a house and you don't have a house, but maybe you got a promotion at work. Maybe you learned something new. Maybe you took a phenomenal trip. You did something that was worthwhile for your time that made you grow into a better person than you were 6 months ago. And that's where your comparison should lie. The more you can see yourself leveling up and the more you reward yourself for leveling up, the higher your confidence is going to go. So again, figure out which areas of your life you're doing these three actions, dial it back a little bit, improve your self-confidence, and the better you feel, the more likely you are to continue to pursuing the things you know you need to do to create a better life. If this video helped you at all, like, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram at Coach Murtha, and you can comment or send me a DM on there with any other mental health topics that you would like to see me cover.